Hello there and welcome to another projector review by the MXQ project. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Alfawise projector, which is very comparable in pricing and specifications to the GP100 projector we done a review on just a few months ago. My name is Matthew and you're watching another review by the MXQ project. So let's unbox this Alfawise projector. It just comes in this plain box packaging, and if we open it up, again it's straight into the actual projector itself. There's no fancy packaging to go with it. Here are the gubbins that go with it. We'll have a look at those in a second. And there's a HDMI cable just there. And let's take this projector out of its boxing. Get this packaging out of the way. There's some nice protective foam pads just on the side there, which is always good to see. Makes you more confident that it's going to get to yours in one piece. We've got some more polystyrene packaging just surrounding it. Now straight away, this thing is a fingerprint magnet. It's very shiny as well, but that's fine. You know, it's nothing too much to worry about. We're not going to be touching it too much when we're using it. And on the back here, there's a good range of connectivity. 2 HDMI inputs, VGA input, a bunch of other inputs as well. And on the front here, we've got all our controls where we control the menus. We've got the keystone and the focus as well. And we've got this little rubber cap just protecting the lens there. And yeah, it looks a very good projector. And remember guys, this is a very cheap one as well, on the same sort of price level as the GP100. No actual mounting points on the back here, which is a shame, but we'll see what we can do further on. Anyway, that is the actual product itself. Now we've got obviously that cable there, and we've got all these bits and bobs just here. Let's take a look inside, see what we get. So we've got this controller. I don't think I'll be using it, but it'll come in handy if you don't have one. Looks like it's got a good range of functions on there. So there's a cable as well. You can pick whichever you like at checkout. And we've got another cable here for connecting all the TVs, etc. Got a little cloth there, as well as our instruction manual, of course. Now this looks quite a comprehensive instruction manual. It seems to cover quite a lot. We won't go through it, but yeah, actually looks quite a good one for a Chinese product at least. Now finally, we've got this warranty card. Now we've got this little kickstand sort of thing that we can actually screw into the bottom here. Right, let's move on now. The max image size from this projector is 200 inches and a minimum of 32. It has a 3200 lumens LED light source, which would equate to about maybe 300 anti-lumens, or around that sort of figure. It has dual band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and the Android operating system, which is 6.0, makes use of these Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It is running an Amlogic S95 X processor, which is half decent, as well as having 1GB of RAM, 8GB of internal storage. Now it's running Android 6.0, and on the GP100 it was exactly the same sort of specifications, but we didn't like the Android system at all. The firmware was quite poor. So guys, when buying this, don't expect a huge amount from the Android system side of things, and only consider it as a kind of a feature, if you like. This is why in the GP100 we only recommended the basic version, because that didn't come with Android, and it was a hell of a lot cheaper as well. So this device has a native resolution of 1280 by 800, which will provide you a decent image quality when watching your films and maybe even playing some games. Anyway, let's take a look at that image quality now, and let's check out some video footage playing in the daytime and the nighttime, as well as some gaming as well. On some of these cheaper projectors, actually getting the corners focused properly can be a bit of a pain. On this projector, however, it's not too bad, and as you can see, everything's quite nicely focused. It's not perfect, it really isn't, but for the price of these things, it's not too bad. Just like the GP100, this has an Android operating system built into the projector. Unfortunately, it just isn't very good. On the GP100, we recommended you go for the basic version without the Android operating system. On this one, apparently there is a basic version, but Gearbest don't stock it. I'm sure maybe you'll be able to find it elsewhere on the internet, but at the moment Gearbest don't have that one, just the Android version that we see here. Again, the Android system just isn't up to scratch, so if you wanted to run Android on this, then guys, go out and buy a separate TV box, plug it in and use it that way rather than rely on the Android operating system built into the projector. So I bet you're all wondering how much sound does this thing produce in terms of the fan noise. Well, the manufacturer states it produces 28 decibels. I would probably agree with this, and yeah, it's not too bad at all. You can barely notice it. It's a lot quieter than some of the other projectors that we've reviewed, such as the XL van we done just a few weeks ago. That was shocking, but no, this Alfawise projector is relatively quiet. Not as quiet as the Wow 2s that we've reviewed over the last couple of months. Nowhere near as quiet as those guys, but yeah, for the price and overall build quality, yeah, it's very, very quiet. This is us again playing in the dark on our PlayStation, and we're going to take a look at all the different games that we played on and just show you what you should expect. Now, the actual latency and everything like that was really, you know, good. There was very little lag between inputs when using the controller, and overall not a bad experience when running our PlayStation through this projector. What do you think of this projector? Do you reckon it would be good as an entry-level projector for someone? It's very cheap at the end of the day. I reckon it would be. Overall, I really like this projector. It's very comparable to the GP100. It's cheap, it's quiet, and it produces a decent image quality. I reckon it would be really good for a man cave somewhere, maybe good for a kid's bedroom, or even in an office environment. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this review. My name is Matthew, and you've been watching another video by the MXQ Project. Don't forget to check out our website, mxqproject.com, Twitter at mxqproject, as well as our Facebook group as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and we shall see you very soon.